Hello everybody, welcome to Modi's English class. Today I am going to teach you a poem. What's that poem? The name of the poem is A Ballad of Father Gilligan. A Ballad of Father Gilligan written by W.B. Yeats. Who is W.B. Yeats? A famous Irish poet, dramatist and mystic. He was awarded Nobel Prize in the year 1923 for literature, for English literature. And this is a ballad. What's a ballad? Ballad is a form of poem which is in the narrative mode of telling a story. And the present poem tells you a story of a priest who is physically and mentally worn out, physically and emotionally worn out by providing service to the people. And obviously, the kind and merciful God shown his presence in the guise of a priest, telling the message, giving the message that he is there to help, who provides service to people, service to the people. So that's why there is a statement, service to people is service to God. And this is a religious poem. The theme of the poem is overtly religious, and W.B. Yeats has presented the story by presenting a story of priest before us. Now, let us start the poem. Move to the first stanza. This is the first stanza. All of you look at it. This is the first stanza. The old priest Peter Gilligan was worried night and day for half his flock, wherein their beds are under green swords lay. Let me explain what's the meaning of the poem. First stanza highlights that the priest is worried. Priest is tired. Why he is tired? Because half of his people, flock means your people, flock means people. This is the line. Worry night and day for half his flock, flock means your people, where in their beds and under green swords lay. Green swords means your green earth. So half of the people are almost dead, or the other half of the people are already sick. People are dying every day. Second stanza. Once while he nodded on a chair, once while he was sleeping on a chair, he nodded on a chair at the moth hour of eve. What do you mean by moth hour? Moth hour is the hour where insects are moving. I can tell you there are two moth hour. What are the two moth hour? One is the morning, one is the evening. And here it is evening description. Why? Eve written. E-V-E. E-V-E means evening. Another poor man sent for him and he began to grieve. So the priest is in grief, in sorrowful mood. Why? He can provide service to the man. His job is to provide blessings to each dying person. Before, that is the rights. That is according to the Christian mythology, that is the right. He has to provide the divine job of blessing to the dying. Next stanza. I have no rest, nor joy, nor peace. This is the complaint of the priest. I have no rest, nor joy, nor peace. For people die and die. That means regularly people are dying. And after cried he, God forgive me. He is asking forgiveness from God. Why? He is physically tired. He can't move. My body spake not I. This line is important. What does the line signify? He is physically tired, not I. Means he still has the intention and will of providing service to each and everybody, to providing service to his people, but he can't go because he is physically tired. Now I am moving to the next stanza, left side. To my left side I am moving. Now look at the line. Here it is. He knelt and leaning on the chair, he prayed and fell asleep. So he was praying to God, and while praying to God on a chair, he felt asleep because he was so much tired. The body was not under his control. And the moth hour went from the field and stars began to peep. Peep means appear. So the evening hour changes, night approaches. They slowly into millions grew. They means stars. This is the use of personification. The poet has used the personification here. Why? The stars are mentioned as they. They slowly into millions grew, and leaves shook in the wind, and God covered the world with shade and whispered to mankind. So God is definitely whispering, and God is talking to mankind. Why? God has created the night to cover it up. Upon the time of sparrow chip, when the moths came once more. So again sparrow chirping. So when do the sparrows come? Sparrows come in the early morning. All of you know sparrows come on the early morning. And I have told you there are two moth hours, one in the evening, one in the daytime. The old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. Now he got awake from the sleep and is standing on the floor. Mabron, Mabron, the man has died. This is the expression of sorrow, expression of sadness. He is crying to God that the man has died. While I slept on the chair, he roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. What is the meaning? So he suddenly stood on the front, he suddenly stood on the floor erect and roused his horse and he rode with little care. He is riding the horse with little care. That means carelessly, ceaselessly, he wants to reach the sick man's house because he has neglected his duty of not attending the sick person. He is guilty of his duty. He has not completed his duty. Now I am moving to the right side where I have written the other stanzas of the poem. He rode now as he never rode. What is the meaning? He is riding at a great speed. He did not take care of his own body because he has neglected his duty. Next, by rocky lane and fen, this tells about the road condition, which is very much rough road, but it doesn't care that he moves forward. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again. Look at this line. This line is important. Father, you come again. Why did the wife say so? Because somebody in the guise of Father Gilligan already appeared. Look at the line. Who is that? And if the poor man dead, he cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief swayed and fro. When the wife said, Father, you come again. What is the meaning? That means God in the guise of Father Gilligan attended the sick man. God wanted to help the sick man. Why? The priest was absent. Really, the God was helping the priest in doing the job of the priest because the priest symbolizes service. Priest symbolizes the representative of God. He is providing service to the people. So his absence should not be felt by the people. That's why God in the guise of priest came down there. When you were gone, he turned and died. As merry as a bird. How did that person die? In a very calm and peaceful manner, in a good manner. Why? He was provided service by the God. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. He was again making prayer to God for his benevolence, for his sympathetic attitude, for his loving attitude and kind attitude. Next stanza. He who hath made the night of stars. He represents God. He who hath means has, made the night of stars. Who has created this night of stars? God. For souls who tire and bleed, sent one of these great angels down to help me in my need. Who is telling the line? Peter Gilligan is telling that I am in need and I am helped by God. How? Because when I was sleeping on the chair, God was there to help the sick man to do the job of blessing, which was the duty of the priest. So in the absence of the priest, God had attended the sick man. So priest was benevolent, priest was kind-hearted, priest was really telling the kind words to the God. Last stanza. He who is wrapped in purple robes, you know, that is the color of the dress of the God. So God was always covered with purple colored dress. Robes means here dress, wrapped means covered. With planets in his care. All the planets in this world are under the care of God. All of you know, God really handling all these things. Had pity on the list of things. Who is the list of things in this poem? Peter Gilligan. Father Gilligan is the list of things. Why? Because he is such a small creature in the creation of God, but he has been attended. He has been attended by whom? He has been attended by God. Last line. Asleep upon a chair. So, as The priest was unaware of his duty, neglected his duty, but he was held by God. What is the message of the poem? The poem is overtly serious in religious tone, and it has given the message that service to people is service to God. God helps those who helps themselves. Okay? So thanks a lot for watching this poem. See you. Bye bye. Thanks a lot.